Hello friends, thank you for your support. Massive fire. UAVs attacked the Kavkazkaya oil pumping station in the Kuban, Russia. Local authorities report a fire at a nearby oil depot due to falling debris. The pipeline between the tanks was damaged. The plant's operations have been suspended. Artillerymen from the 3rd Assault Brigade cook 160-kilogram squash from a rare Soviet 240mm mortar, M240, of the 1950 model. The use of this mortar by Ukrainian troops was first reported on September 28, 2022. Zelensky said he had a positive and meaningful phone conversation with Trump. According to Zelensky, one of the first steps towards a complete end to the war could be to stop attacks on energy and civilian infrastructure. In addition, the leaders spoke about the situation on the battlefield and the consequences of the Russian strikes. Another topic was the situation in the Kursk region. The issues of releasing prisoners of war, returning kidnapped Ukrainian children were also raised. Another topic, the state of Ukraine's air defense and the possibilities of its strengthening. As a result of the conversation, the parties instructed the teams to resolve technical issues related to the implementation and expansion of the partial ceasefire regime. The Ukrainian and American teams will meet in Saudi Arabia in the coming days to continue coordinating their steps. Trump believes that if the U.S. owns Ukraine's energy facilities, it will be the best means of protecting infrastructure. And this is Kropivnitsky after Putin's conversation with Trump. The city is on fire, more than 30 drone strikes. These shots should be seen by those who believe in Putin's desire to end the war. There are victims. 14 people have sought medical attention, including 7 children. 2 of the victims are in serious condition. According to the results of the surveys, 70 private and 17 apartment buildings were destroyed and damaged. 1 household was almost completely destroyed. Most of the houses have broken windows, torn out doors, destroyed roofs, fences, and damaged facades. Operational headquarters are working in the most damaged neighborhoods to eliminate the consequences of the impact. Like any rat, Russians have a strange love for holes and pipes. But not today. The only place Russians can hide is in their graves. 2 Russian soldiers evaporate after a box of explosives detonated in Toretsk, Donetsk region. According to British intelligence, the total losses of the Russian army since the beginning of the war in Ukraine may amount to 900,000 killed and wounded. According to the published report of the department, the Russian army has lost from 200 to 250,000 killed since February 2022. These are the largest losses of Russia since the Second World War. The department also reports that residents of the poor outskirts of the Russian Federation are mainly recruited for the war in order to reduce the discontent of residents of Moscow and St. Petersburg. The defense forces attacked the Engels airfield in the Saratov region of the Russian Federation with drones, where strategic aviation is based, carrying out strikes on Ukraine. In Russia, on the border with Sumy Oblast, on the night of March 21st, the Sudzha gas metering station, through which Russian gas used to flow to Europe, exploded and is burning. A huge torch of fire was visible for 10 kilometers. As can be seen in the footage, first there was a powerful explosion, after which a large-scale fire broke out, engulfing the territory of the facility. Eyewitnesses are reporting on social media about thick black smoke and bright flashes. They write that the flames are visible for tens of kilometers. All this may indicate serious damage to infrastructure. There are no official statements from the Russian authorities yet. Nothing is known about the consequences of the incident yet. At the same time, the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine stated that the Russian Federation is increasing its discrediting campaign against Ukraine, trying to accuse the defense forces of shelling the Sudzha gas measuring station. Attack of the Russian Shaheds on Zaporozhye. The city is under attack by Russian soldiers. It is known about 5 victims. There is damage to private houses and multi-story buildings. At dawn on March 20th, enemy armored vehicles were moving towards Ukrainian positions in the Kupiansk direction. The 429th Separate Regiment of Unmanned Systems, Achilles, together with the 43rd Motorized Rifle Brigade, stopped the enemy advance on the approaches. The enemy attack was repelled. Our positions were not lost. As a result of the combat work, 2 tanks, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, and an armored personnel carrier were hit. Ukrainian defenders are holding their defenses, inflicting significant losses in manpower and equipment on the invaders, destroying the superior forces of the enemy, who is trying to realize his numerical superiority and develop the offensive. The U.S. may offer to take Ukrainian nuclear power plants under American control as a new condition of the minerals deal. Russia's refusal to accept a ceasefire confirms what we have been saying for months. Russia does not seek peace at this stage. A list of countries ready to send troops to Ukraine has already been drawn up, but the start of the mission depends on progress in peace talks.